Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time. Either way, I'm super happy you're here. So this is our inspiration for today. We're doing a birthday collab on Instagram, and I've already dipped out the ring finger and the middle finger in this color right here. This is Ballerina Gown from iGel Beauty. I dipped those, I activated those, and I filed and buffed them because we're going to do a triple ombre kind of thing on the rest of the nails, and it's a little time consuming. So I kind of wanted that and the decals and the chrome that I failed on to be the start of the show. I do show you the chrome, but I don't leave it on the nails because it was way too chromy. I just wanted to show off this hand because I wanted to do a reverse French with decals, and I couldn't believe it worked so well. They turned out so good. So I have all my dips ready. I have two iGel colors. Ballerina Gown is the pink, Capri is the blue, and then I have the best yellow I own that I like, that's not a mustard yellow, is unfortunately from Cascade Colorworks, which is closed. I really need to invest in a new yellow from a company that has it available, but I'm sure that you guys already have that in your collection, or you could find it just as easy as I could. I just keep gravitating back to this, so that's what I got. I do have a yellow from iGel Beauty, but it is very, very mustardy. I mean, it's just too dark. Anyway, so I'm just kind of sporadically putting down the blue color first, and I want it, and I'm using this color swatch. It's for makeup, but it works great for this in between, so that I don't contaminate any of my colors with another color. So now I'm going in with the pink, and I'm using a smaller eyeshadow brush, and I'm just trying to be close and precise. There's no really rhyme or reason for where I'm putting the colors, but I am trying to be, I don't know. So because I use the Odorless, I always go over it twice. That way, any liquid that has soaked up the powder, I'm putting more powder on to kind of soak up the rest of the liquid, so that when I go in to do my second layer, it's not super wet. I don't really wait. Odorless takes a long time to dry. I don't really wait for it to, well, okay, I do wait for it to dry, but I don't have to wait long because I always do 2 layers of the powder, and that soaks up any of the extra liquid that's still wet. I hope that makes sense. I think it makes sense. Anyway, we're going to do our other nail now. I do leave my thumb off camera just to kind of save a little bit of time. And of course, I did not turn my notifications off. Shocking, I know. I totally eye rolled at myself for that. I always forget, but they're off now. So yeah, we're doing the second nail, and we're doing it different. We're not, all the nails with the ombre are going to be a little bit different. So this one I do only use the colors once instead of the, like on the first nail I used the blue twice. I didn't do that. I kind of wish I would have, though, because I think it's a little too much yellow, but it turns out fine. I actually really love the end result of these. I think they're beautiful. I wish I would have gone in with a different chrome, a more subtle chrome, and re-chromed them, but I think I was kind of like just spent by the time I was done with this mani, and I had taken the chrome off and done the whatever. I didn't feel like going digging through my chromes, even though they were really close, and finding a different one to see if that would work. So I just left it as is, and they look really beautiful as is. I think they match the inspo pretty well, so I'm okay with it, but I really did have a vision in mind to have these chromed. Anyway, it didn't work out. So I'm going to do the second layer. I basically do it the same way as I did the first layer, except I reverse order it. So I will go from yellow to blue instead of blue to yellow. And I do, even though I don't leave it in, and I don't think I left it in with my first dip on my pointer finger, I always do 2 layers of the colors. It's just how I soak up all that extra wet liquid. So I just don't show it all the time because it gets really repetitive and boring. So I'm going to let you guys watch the second layer, and I will be back shortly. I actually left my clear capping in this video, but I only show doing the liquid on the pinky. The other two, you don't see me put the base coat on, but I promise I do, because that would be really weird if I didn't. I am back to pouring over. I will likely be doing that with everything, because I have noticed, like with press-ons, dipping in, or well, laying flat in was fine. But I've noticed, like when I do it on my actual nails, it does make them quite a bit thicker. I don't really, I mean, I guess it does make sense, but anyway, we're activating now. But yeah, so I will probably be pouring over in the future, because I don't really want them thick when they're on my nails. But when I'm doing press-ons, I like them a little thicker, because I need them a little thicker. But when I'm doing them on my nails, I already have a base. I don't know actually if it makes any sense at all, but it does to me. Whatever. So there we go. We are activated. We are hardened. We got our clicky noise, and we filed and buffed. And now we are cleaning off all the filings. So I always dust off with a soft bristle brush, and then I take my harder bristle brush and I dip it into, whatever. I get it wet with alcohol. I know what I'm saying, I swear. To clean off any kind of residue that's still on them. And then I'm going to go in, and this is available. This is the new formula of Nailed It and it's a sticky base. It's more like a foil glue than the last one was, which I love. That is my favorite way to apply decals. It's my favorite way to apply full coverage stamps. And I did try kind of a test. I didn't end up liking them, so I didn't do anything with them, but I did kind of try a test to see if it would work with transfer foils. And it does work, but transfer foils suck. And I don't know how, I mean, I have so many, but I just have a really hard time getting transfer foils to work. So, or work well, I guess. And they're messy. And yeah, anyway. So I only show putting it on the first 3 fingers. I did put it on all fingers because I chromed the 3, but I only show me chroming the 1. So with this Nailed It sticky base, I put it down and it goes clear within a minute, which to me signifies it's ready. But I have noticed that if you leave it for 5 minutes and then use it, it works a lot better. So I let it dry for 5 minutes. It's still very, very, very tacky on the nail. And then I do whatever I'm doing. So we've got all the nails chromed. Again, I don't leave this on because it just kind of colors over all the colors that I want to show. It is a beautiful chrome, and I will likely use it in the future. It just really didn't work out. So you're going to see my nails chromed until after I do the decals and clean up the decals. And then I decided to take the chrome off. It was really easy. So I just took it off and I thought it looked better. So we're going to go in with this beautiful stamp. It is a subscriber freebie from Nailzinacoffin, and I got it from one of the monthly bundles. I don't remember which one. I think it was the last one, but it might have been the one before. It was the last one, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, and I really did struggle with this. So not that I struggled decal application, because I've been doing decals for so long and I do them all the time. But I really wanted to lay the cuticle part down at the cuticle, which usually I let it kind of float over the cuticle and then I clean it up from there. But gosh, it is really a lot of work to do that. So I thought if I just laid it down perfectly at the cuticle where I didn't have to do any cleanup there, it would be good. But the problem is anything on your nails, because your nails aren't flat, and you try to smooth it out from the top to the bottom, you're going to have a wrinkle at the bottom. It's just the way it works. I really like to go from side to side, and that way it lays a lot better. I was able to get the majority of the wrinkles out. There's still one at the tip of my nail, but it's honestly not even noticeable in the pictures, unless you know what you're looking at. And they did lay nice and smooth, but I had to do a lot of this. You see me sitting here and laying it flat with my fingers and pressing it out with the cuticle, well, I don't know what that's called, the silicone tool. Yeah, that's it. I had to do a lot of that. And then I activated it and I did more of that. And now I'm putting a base coat on it to encapsulate it. And after I do that, I can file underneath the free edge just to get any that's hanging off, which there was a little bit. I meant to leave it in the video, but when I was editing, I noticed that I was out of frame the whole time. Of course I was. So I didn't leave it in, but it's pretty simple. You just go around the free edge underneath, not like you don't want to take the decal off, but underneath, and you just get off any of the excess. And now we are activating again so that we can get into top coat. And as you can see, the chrome is gone. So I really wish I would have not been lazy and re-chromed them. But again, I think they're fine. I think they look really pretty once top coated and I'm happy with them. So I'm just going to not worry about it too much. So we waited our 2 minutes and we just cleaned off with a lint-free wipe. No alcohol, just a clean lint-free wipe. And now we are going in with our first layer. I'm trying to get much better about 3 quick swipes. I did have to grab a new liquid because when I first went to do this, the liquid was like, it was not working. I could barely get any out. And I was like, okay, it's time. It takes me a while to throw a liquid away. It has to be like empty. So finally it was. Okay. We are almost done with our first layer, and then we will wait 1 minute and we'll get into our second layer. Perfect timing for this to be almost wrapped up because my dogs are getting all antsy because they want to go outside. So we are doing the second layer now, and then we will be done with this really pretty mani. I feel like I'm at a loss for words today. I think I'm really tired. I don't think I slept very well last night, and it's morning time because I always do my voiceovers in the morning because I can't get my crap together and do them beforehand. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do for my next one, but I think I want to do something with the chrome. We'll see. Well, if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for sticking through with all my nonsense. So we're done, mostly. We're almost done. So after I do this last nail, I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes, and I'm just going to be patient and wait the 5 minutes to make sure that they are 100% dry before I go in with the cuticle oil, which is what I'm going to do right now. But I really think they turned out really good. You can kind of see the wrinkle a little bit, and then I'm obsessed with this hand. I love it so much. So we are using Nailzinacoffin. This is Midnight Vanilla. I think it's one of my favorite scents, but I really like them all. So gonna cuticle oil these up. I probably use cuticle oil about 5 to 6 times a day, sometimes even more, especially in the winter because my hands get so dry. But I really am loving this Nailzinacoffin cuticle oil. I know she's got some new scents out. I really want to try them. If you want to try them, I highly suggest you do, and you can save using Coffin 20. So the link is in my description. And there we go. We're at the picture time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe, like, all that stuff. See you in the next one. Bye.